This is the Skyjack SJ30 ARJE. Those who intend to use any machine with characteristics of weight, height, width, length or complexity which differ significantly to the training they have received should ensure that they receive a familiarisation to cover the differences. It is the employer's responsibility to ensure that all operators using equipment are adequately trained and familiarised to comply with current health and safety legislation. Machine-specific familiarisation should follow on from basic training and cover the manufacturer's instructions and warnings, features of the specific model, control functions, safety devices and emergency lowering procedures. All of the above are to be found in the operator's manual supplied with the machine.
Platform control console, jib, fly boom, main boom, riser boom, base control console, control compartment, hydraulic compartment, base, turret, pothole protection.
The working height of the machine is 11 metres. The horizontal reach at maximum height is 6.26 metres.
The stowed height of the machine is 1.98 metres.
Please see the operator manual provided with your machine for full machine specifications. Be sure that the operator's safety and responsibilities manuals are complete, legible and in the storage container locked in the platform.
Locate the thorough examination certificate, ensuring that the machine is within its last 6-monthly date.
If a malfunction is discovered, the machine must immediately be isolated, tagged and removed from service. Decals are located around the machine. Familiarise yourself with the different decals, ensuring that you understand items such as safe working load, wind speeds, floor loadings, crushing points.
When the machine is used indoors, the carrying capacity is 2 persons or 227 kilograms. The maximum side force indoors is 400 newtons or 90 pounds. When the machine is used outdoors, the maximum capacity in the platform is 1 person or 227 kilograms. The side force is 200 newtons or 45 pounds. The maximum wind speed for which the machine may be used outdoors is 12.5 meters per second or 28 miles per hour.
Check for hydraulic oil leaks and proper oil levels. Check the following components or areas for damaged, improperly installed or missing parts and any unauthorised modifications. Electrical components, wiring and electrical cables. Hydraulic hoses, fittings, cylinders and manifolds. Drive and turntable motors and drive hubs. Wear pads. Nuts, bolts and other fasteners. Platform entry mid-rail. Lanyard anchorage points.
Before checking any batteries, ensure that you are wearing the correct personal protective equipment.
Function tests. These are designed to discover any malfunctions before putting the MEWP into service. You must follow the step-by-step instructions to test all MEWP functions. If you do find a fault, isolate, tag and report the machine. Do not attempt any repairs to the machine. Hydraulic ramping. Your machine may have hydraulic ramping built into it by design. This means that the machine may not stop immediately when a controller is released. Base control console. This control console is located in the panel mounted in the control compartment. Number 1. Function enable switch. This switch, when held in the function enable position, allows the base control functions to operate. 2. Circuit breakers. In the event of a power overload or positive circuit grounding, the circuit breaker pops out. Push the breaker back in to reset. 3. Hour meter. This display shows accumulated operating time, battery level and error codes. 4. Emergency power switch. This switch, when held in the emergency power position, allows the base control functions to operate using the emergency power unit. 5. Emergency stop button. When pushed in, this disconnects power to the control circuit. 6. Base off platform key switch. This three-way selector switch allows the operator to activate base control console, turn off power to the MEWP, or activate platform control console. 7. Jib rotate switch. This switch controls left or right rotation of the jib. 8. Jib up down switch. This switch controls the up or down movement of the jib. 9. Boom extend and retract switch. This switch controls the extension or retraction of the fly boom. 10. Lower boom or riser, raise and lower switch. This switch controls the raising or lowering of the lower or riser boom. 11. Platform rotation switch. This switch controls the rotation left or right of the platform. 12.
Platform leveling override switch.
This switch overrides automatic leveling of the platform and controls the tilting up or tilting down of the platform. 13. Turret rotation switch. This switch controls the rotation left and right of the turret. 14. Upper boom, raise and lower switch. This switch controls the raising or lowering of the upper main boom. 15. Emergency lower counter. This gauge increments each time the emergency power unit has been activated while the MEWP is in the work mode and overloaded. 16. Overload light. This red light when flashing indicates overload status. Testing the base emergency stop light and base emergency stop button. Turn the base off platform key switch to the base position. On the base control console, now pull out the red emergency stop button. The emergency stop light should now continuously illuminate. Push in the emergency stop button and attempt to raise or lower the platform. As the emergency stop button has been pushed in, raising or lowering of the platform functions should not operate. Now pull out the emergency stop button. Do not hold the function enable switch and attempt to activate each boom and platform function. As the function enable switch is not activated, no boom and platform functions should operate. Now test the function enable switch and test all boom functions. Testing the platform self-leveling. Lower the boom to the stow position. Adjust the platform to a level position using the platform leveling switch by tilting up or tilting down the platform. Now raise the upper or main boom through a full cycle. The platform should remain level at all times. Turn the base off platform key switch to the platform position. Enter the platform and close the gate. Always ensure you maintain 3 points of contact when mounting and dismounting from the platform. Ensure that you connect your carabiner onto the anchorage point located in the platform. 1. Work light switch if equipped. This switch turns on work lights. 2. Emergency power unit. This switch enables emergency power. 3. Horn push button. 4. Foot switch indicator light. This light illuminates when the foot switch is depressed. A 7-second anti-tie down feature deactivates the foot switch when the operator depresses it for 7 seconds without activating any function. 5. Chassis tilt indicator light. This light illuminates when the MEWP chassis is at an inclination that has activated the tilt sensor. 6. Overload light. This red light indicates overload status. 7. Battery level indicator light. This light illuminates when the battery level is low and the batteries require charging. 8. Emergency stop button or operation light. When pressed, this disconnects power to the control circuit. The operation light indicates its upper control availability. It glows when both the emergency stop button on the platform control console and the base control console have been pulled out. 9. Drive steer controller. This single axis lever controls driving forwards or backwards. The rocker switch on top of the drive controller controls steering left and right. There are internal springs within the controller to return the lever to neutral when released. Caution: the forward direction of travel will be in the general direction the counterweight is facing, whilst reversed will be the opposite. Care should be taken to confirm the counterweight orientation prior to activating any drive or steer functions. 10. Jib rotation switch. This switch controls the rotation of the jib. 11. Jib up or down switch. This switch controls the up or down movement of the jib. 12. Lower boom or riser raise and lower switch. This switch controls the raising or lowering of the lower boom or riser boom. 13. Boom extend and retract switch. This switch controls the extension or retraction of the fly boom. 14. Platform leveling override switch. This switch overrides automatic leveling of the platform and controls the tilting up or tilting down of the platform. 15. Platform rotation switch. This switch controls the rotation left or right of the platform. 16. Function speed adjuster dial. The variable speed adjuster controls speed of the fly boom, extension retraction, jib raising and lowering, and platform rotation movements. This is used with the following switches. Boom turret controller. This dual axis lever controls the raising or lowering of the main boom or the rotating left and right of the turret. Reset button. This button, when depressed, shuts off the audible visual alarm from the secondary guarding electrical or SGE. Testing the platform emergency stop light and platform emergency stop button. On the platform control console, pull out the red emergency stop button. The emergency stop light should continuously illuminate. Now push in the emergency stop button and attempt to activate any MEWP functions. As the emergency stop button has been pushed in, no functions should operate. Testing the steering. Depress and hold the foot switch. Using the rocker switch on top of the drive steer controller, turn the wheels left and right. Testing the driving function. Always ensure there are no persons or obstructions in the path of travel. Ensure the boom is in the stow position and the fly boom is fully retracted. Slowly move the drive steer controller in a forwards or backwards direction until the MEWP begins to move. Then return the handle to the centre position. The MEWP should move forward or backwards in the direction indicated. Testing the foot switch. On the platform control console, pull out the red emergency stop button. Without depressing the foot switch, test each boom and platform functions. All MEWP functions should not operate. Rotate the turret past 90 degrees from the stowed position. Again, depress and hold the foot switch and slowly move the drive or steer controller in a forward or backwards direction until the MEWP begins to move. The MEWP should move forward or backwards in the direction of the drive wheels when the drive steer controller is pushed forward and backwards. The forward direction of travel will be in the general direction the counterweight is facing, whilst reversed will be the opposite. Testing the driving speed. Raise the upper or main boom to 15 degrees above the horizontal and then slowly move the drive steer controller to the full drive position. The maximum achievable drive speed should be significantly less than the stowed drive speed. Now lower the main boom down to the stowed position. Repeat this process for the fly boom and the lower or riser boom. Verify the load sensing module self-checking. Pull out the red emergency stop button. After 4 seconds of time elapsed, the red light and audible alarm pulse 2 times. This will indicate that the system is active and there are no faults. Testing the braking. Brakes will engage instantly when you release the foot switch, causing the MEWP to stop immediately. Ensure the MEWP is on a firm, level surface to ensure similar traction on the left and right hand side tyres. Push in the foot switch and drive the MEWP forward. Now remove your foot from the foot switch. The MEWP should come to an abrupt stop. If the MEWP does not stop immediately or if it pulls to one side when stopping, do not operate until the brake adjustments have been checked. Repeat the process in reverse. Test the manual platform levelling. Push down the foot switch. On the platform levelling override switch, select the up or the down position to tilt the platform. The platform should now tilt up or tilt down. Testing the secondary guarding electrical or SGE. Press the sensor bar for less than 1 second and then release. The audible visual alarm should activate while the bar is being pressed and turn off after being released. The reset button should illuminate as soon as the sensor bar is pressed and turn off when the bar is released. Now press the sensor bar for more than 1 second and release. The audible visual alarm should activate immediately and stay on after the bar has been released. The reset button should illuminate. Now press the reset button. The audible visual alarm and reset button light should now go off. Activate any function. Whilst driving the machine, press the sensor bar for less than 1 second and then release. The function will stop while the bar is being pressed and motion will resume when the bar is released. The audible visual alarm should activate while the bar is being pressed and turn off after being released. Activate any function. Press the sensor bar for more than 1 second and then release. The activated function should stop and the audible visual alarm should activate immediately and stay on after the bar has been released. Emergency lowering procedures. This system allows the platform to be lowered in the event of an emergency or an electrical system failure. At the base control console, pull out the red emergency stop button. Select either base or platform position from the key switch. Turn the emergency power switch to the on position and activate the desired boom function to lower the platform. At the control console, pull out the red emergency stop button. Depress and hold the foot switch. Turn the emergency power switch to the on position and activate the desired boom function. To secure the machine, ensure that the machine is fully lowered, both emergency stops are fully in and the key is turned to the off position and removed to isolate the machine.